Welcome to English with Teacher. I'm Teacher. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you to everyone who's liking, sharing, watching my videos all the way through. I mentioned in the last video, I want to tell you again, I'm really sorry I missed some time, but I was really sick. So now I'm getting back into it. I'm hoping to do some shorts, some idioms and stuff like that over the course of the next couple days. So again, I appreciate everyone who's watching, especially people watching through to the end. I need a little bit more view time. And yeah, the channel's growing and I appreciate everyone. Thank you. So today we're going to be doing some advanced conversation. We'll be doing this. I'll be asking questions and my co-host will be answering them, and we will be correcting anything on the way through. So ma'am, would you please introduce yourself?
Hello everyone. Hello teacher. I'm Anna from Vietnam.
Thank you very much for joining me, Anna, and for helping me out. So let's get started here. Today's topic is women and women's rights. So what are some challenges that women face in your country?
Well, nowadays I think no any challenges that women face in my country. Nowadays it's fair between women and men.
So women in your country have the same opportunity as men do?
Yes. But for the ethnic minority, like ethnic minority, like some of people and
are you trying to say military?
Yes.
Okay. Military.
Military.
Okay.
Yeah. They have some rule in their area. Like I don't have to. I don't have enough word to devise, but they have some rule. There's some rights rule for women. Limits some. There are some limit rights for women.
Some limitations for women?
Yeah, some limitations for women.
Okay. Do you think that's based on women not being as physically strong as men?
Yes, like that.
Okay, that makes sense. well, men are naturally stronger, right? So it makes sense that they would do that because that's not something that can be overcome easily.
Yeah.
And how have women's rights changed over the years?
Women's rights have changed over the years.
Hang on. Women's rights.
Women's rights changed over the years. In the past, women don't have the rights to choose their partner. Like they have to obey your parents' decisions on their husband. Like that.
So arranged marriages?
Yes, and after they get married, they have to stay at home to do the house chore.
Whoa, slow down. Housework.
Housework.
House?
Yeah.
Whoa, house?
Housework.
Right, okay.
Yeah, like that.
Okay. What do you think gender equality means?
gender equality.
Yes.
Like the number of women and men is equal, like that.
Okay.
Right?
They use it with the opportunities. Some people say the outcomes should be the same. Most people who think about it say the opportunities should be the same.
Yeah.
Okay, so men and women should have the same opportunity for education.
Yeah.
And whoever's more qualified, whether it be a man or a woman, should get hired.
Yeah, like men and women have the same rights.
Yes, but there's two ways of looking at it. And a lot of people in the West are very confused on this. They say that they want the same amount of men and women running companies.
Yeah.
But the ones who are more common sense based say that men and women should have the same opportunities to run companies.
Yeah.
Which means, because not a lot of women want to run a company because it's a very hard job and it takes a lot of your time, and women usually have a better balance with life. So not a lot of women want to dedicate as much time and everything to run a company.
Yes.
So not as many women are going to try out for it in the first place. And if the man is better qualified, then he should still get the job.
Yeah.
So you should have the same opportunity. If you want to apply and you're the best candidate, it should be given to you. But they shouldn't automatically assume that we're going to have the same amount of men and women in these positions.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the problem that we're facing in the West right now. Is there's a lot of confusion on that.
Yes. Yes. Some position the variety is male or female, like that.
Yeah. And sometimes it's what you want to do, right? Like in Canada, construction workers are well paid.
Yeah.
Right? So a lot of men make more money than women because women don't want to be construction workers.
Yeah.
Right? So the opportunity's there. If a woman wants to come and join a trade and become a construction worker, they're more than willing to let her have the job. Yeah. But not a lot of women want the job because it's a very hard physical job, right? So okay. How do you think cultural norms and traditions affect women's rights?
Yes, the cultural norms and tradition affect women's rights. Like some culture, I mean, in the past in Vietnam, and in Western, the women's rights are different. Like in Vietnam, we have to we affect the Chinese cultures, so we have the same culture and the same rights for women.
Okay. So are you saying you have the same rights as Chinese women, or you have the same rights as men?
Yeah, like men go out to make money, and women stay at home, take care of family.
Some women prefer that. They don't like to have to go to work every day.
Yes, and I know in Japan, in the past, the culture like that.
Yeah.
Women after get married would stay at home.
Mm-hmm. And in the West, it was the same way. And it wasn't because they were forced to stay at home. It's because they chose to stay at home and look after the family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing, right? Is it a choice or is it rights?
Yeah.
Because if you're forced to stay at home, then you don't have the same rights. If you choose to stay at home, then you have the same rights.
Yeah.
You're just making a choice, right? So.
Yes.
Is there a gender pay gap in Vietnam?
Gender pay gap. Nowadays, I think there are no gender gap in Vietnam, but it's just based on the ability and performance.
And the job.
Yeah, and job.
Yeah. It's like I was saying about construction workers.
Yes.
Right? So if construction workers are well paid, but only men are construction workers, men are going to get paid better than women.
Yes.
So a lot of it has to do with actually free choice. Okay, so describe one of the injustices that's happened to women in Vietnam.
So also it was rights.
Injustice.
Injustice.
Yeah, hang on a sec, let me. Number 10.
Injustice.
Okay, so what they're talking about is something bad, like women suffered because they didn't have this right or because of something that was bad in the system.
Yes, it happened because the culture, Vietnamese culture, women have to people will just if married woman will go and hang out with their friends a lot, smoke or drink alcohol, and like that. Their parent or their relatives will just or people around will just like that. You are a woman, you don't. You shouldn't like that, do that. Right.
So women's behaviors
Yes, women behavior
are monitored and controlled more than men's.
Yeah, women behavior are monitored and controlled higher than men.
Yes. Very good, very good. There's a question that I had, no, I can't remember it. Okay. Do women in Vietnam suffer from sexual harassment?
I think no. Now is no. But I think in the past there will be sexual harassment.
Okay, well, in the past there was sexual harassment.
Yeah. In the past there was sexual harassment.
Okay, very good, very good. Oh, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to explain injustice.
Yeah.
So justice is if you do something wrong, you're punished for it, okay? Injustice is someone who's being punished even though they didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I understand. In the past, I mean in the federatory, I'm not sure if the pronunciation is correct.
In the what? Factory? Are you talking about a manufacturing place?
No, I'm talking about in very in many years ago. Federatory, is it correct?
Federal?
Federatory, Feudory.
FEAU.
Yeah, Feudadory. Mean in very like how to say many years ago, when the woman rights limited like that, and different from men. So there will be there was sexual harassment.
Okay. I'm still trying to think of that word. You have to send it to me after.
Yeah.
Are you talking? Okay, so it sounds like you're talking about historically.
Yes.
Which means in the past, right?
Yeah.
So historically, men and women's rights were different.
Yes. And nowadays, government have some law and regulations to protect women's rights.
Yes, very good, very good. A lot of people I talk to think that women in Vietnam don't have rights, and women in Asia don't have. They think that they're behind in human rights over the women in Canada and the U.S. Right? And they don't realize that women in like Vietnam have the same opportunities to go to school, to go to university, to get an education, to get a career. I think one of the things is women in like a Vietnamese culture are more geared towards looking after their families. So many of them will choose not to work if they can afford it.
Yeah, that is in the past, but nowadays it's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because the perception of a lot of people here is that, like I said, people in Vietnam don't have the same rights. So women in Vietnam don't have the same rights. So I think it's very interesting because you clarified a lot of that. Thank you very much. Okay, well, thank you for helping and for your insights. Thank you everyone for watching. I think this was actually a very interesting video. Not just for the conversational and the learning that way, but also learning about the Vietnamese culture. So I look forward. I'll be going to Vietnam in December, and I'll be visiting a lot of different places and some of my students and everything. This trip I'm only going to the north, so hopefully next year I'll go to the south. But I'm also going to be doing something for a bit of crowdfunding to see if I can get some help, because there's a lot of materials that I want to bring over with me and send over and things like that that's going to cost money. So thank you very much everyone for watching through to the end. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.